Are we ready for another exciting episode of Rotgrind?
No.
No.
Nub.
All right, we gotta get out of here. Right now.
I like to imagine my Ewok says it in a different dialect from across the stream in a different part of the woods.
I'm not playing an Ewok. I'm playing a Yuzum. I just learned what Yuzums are, everybody, thanks to Speaker sending us down that.
Hey, did Star Wars Legion ever include the Ewoks yet? Did they finally come out?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a really good question. I need to check.
I've answered your question in general, chat.
I've been really wanting to play Star Wars Legion again.
I would happily play Star Wars Legion.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Welcome to another exciting episode of Rotgrind. I'd like to introduce you to the amazing people who help bring the show as we figure out what our favorite Ewoks are, starting off with Odoroshi.
Hi. Oh god, I realized you didn't fix the overlay. It's still the scribbled over eye.
Oh, I didn't. I'm
Listen,
sorry.
It's fine.
We'll
keep the bit running another
I have
day.
excuses.
They're so valid.
Why do you put up with us, everybody? Like, we love you.
Hi, hello everybody, it's me. I am Odo. I am going to be playing Vina, the Sylph Swashbuckler. And everybody send your energy to Zoran right now. For a quick and painless move. And to not be crushed under boxes or killed by deep web assassins.
Yeah, my life's terrible right now.
Deep woods assassins.
Also, if you hear window sounds if you're listening to it on a podcast, podcast people, I'll get you figured out. Ignore that. I'm fixing the name. Because if you're watching on video and Twitch, you get to see my fuck up. All right, next up.
So bad.
Next up we have
funny.
HulkyKrow. What's your favorite Ewok?
My favorite Ewok is Chief Chirpa. That's the only thing I know about that Ewok is because it's obviously the highest of the Ewok hierarchy because it has a title. And
maybe he's just a rapper.
He could be. But that would make him an even cooler Ewok and put him apart from the other Ewoks in that I don't want to crush it with a hammer. And as always, I will be playing Conversing Cleric Rehua.
Then, of course, we have the ever-explosive, the ever-terrorist, Earndil.
Hi, my name is Earndil, and I am playing Baldric Weathers, the Alchemist, and I want to tell you very briefly that last night I had a funny nightmare where everyone from the Ogre Popenang crew, which is Alpha Busa and everyone else involved in that, including Speaker, we had a dream we were in Sweden, and we adopted some kind of horrible, xenomorph abomination thing. And it bit me, and then Carl shot it with a handgun.
That was just Roshi.
No. You've seen it. I put it in the chat. That thing is not Roshi. It was not Roshi, and I'm hoping that no one else has to see it either. But I will put it in. I will put it in the general chat. I did send it to Jamie Thurston. So.
Oh yes, I heard.
I'm fascinated because this sounds like something.
I posted it in general. You can see it, Odo.
The Ogre Popenang crew.
This thing was horrible in my nightmare. I hated
Artist's rendition. Holy shit. I love him. This is my son now.
It was awful. Anyway, that was that. You can go on to someone else now.
Speaker.
Hi, it's me.
Please tell people who you are in Ewok. Because you bragged the entire time before the show that you knew Ewok. You know the language, right?
You dug your own hole.
Mm-hmm. I dug my own hole for Ewoks. All right, well, listen, I went to Dr. Rhaegar's personal class for Ewokese. I personally assisted with this expedition for the Sunstone. So, yes, I know much about it. Okay, all right. Glowy chop, chop chop, Speaker D, Kochicha, Yabai.
Okay,
No,
it's getting racist.
You fuck. Dr. Rhaegar is a scientist. Dr. Rhaegar is a member of the Imperial Arcology fucking, I don't know, fund, group, club, whatever.
Oh,
The Arcology Fun Group.
He's a gray man. And he was unjustly charged with high treason after the Wolhanian expedition ended in failure. Quite frankly, I think that you disgraceful, ZoranTheBear, disgraceful.
But of course, the one who will make us all fall in disgrace is our lovely game master. I have no fucking bit to follow up through that. I was like, oh, this is the football I have.
That was a strong bit.
But of course, our illustrious game master, Thurston Hillman.
Hi. Ewoks are boring. You should look up Yuzums. They're way better.
What? Why are they better?
What in the
Thurston?
goddamn hell are you people talking about?
Because they're jizz whalers.
Yeah,
Excuse
like their distinctions are big mouths, long limbs, round bodies. And if you pull up the art for a Yuzum, and I strongly suggest you go to the Star Wars wiki, you too can see the power of Yuzums.
Yeah, close out of the Rotgrind tab.
Why he
go
got
to the
that
Star
Tide
Wars
Pod?
wiki.
He got the Tide Pod. Oh shit!
Just leave the stream now. Unsubscribe from the channel. Go watch Ewoks.
Yeah, make me homeless and go watch Ewoks.
One second, because Alpha is asking if he has permission to link an image of the horrendous creature that I linked in the chat. In the narrative declaration chat. I think he'll get auto-zapped, won't he?
He might. Oh man, do we get
that?
Alpha? Excellent.
I don't know, man. That creature was awful. I didn't like it in my dream.
All my friends call me.
Also,
it was a bug.
Who's this dark elder looking fucker on the bottom of the? What is that?
That's Dr. Rhaegar.
Oh, he is dark elf build. Like,
put him on the screen. Yeah, make everyone look at Dr. Rhaegar.
Yeah, here he is.
Bilgewater.
I don't think we're playing a video game today.
This is the foremost expert on Ewoks in the Empire and the magical Tide Pod of Destiny, known as the Sunstone, that he destroyed with a thermal detonator.
As one does.
That's why Yuzums are better.
I like how Alpha didn't wait for me to give him permission.
It was a mentor of mine.
Alpha's deranged. It's an awful animal. I didn't like it in the thing, and I was frankly upset that it took so long for us to realize it was a monster.
But speaking of monsters, hi, I'm Zoran. I play the Strix Druid and Oran, and we're here for another exciting episode of Rotgrind. But of course, Thurston.
Yeah.
You can ask the dreaded question.
Oh yeah, who wants to recap? I think the person who dug the hole should recap.
I agree because I wrote it down this time.
Man, you're also capped out on hero points too.
But I have donated to somebody else.
Yeah, donated to me.
No.
Oh, coward.
No, you're gonna be banking those for whatever the hell is coming next. I'm not gonna give you more than you need. All right, let's see what we got here. So, on the last thrilling episode of Rotgrind, we had downtime. We've determined that the mansion was full of some very unwholesome things. We also determined that Caveman, through the journals, was somewhere beneath the manor using a technique derived from the rot to artificially extend his life, much to the chagrin of his advisors and investors, who said he probably shouldn't do that. Now, in doing so, we left the mansion to recoup our losses, heal up, and prepare for what is inevitably the basement adventure ahead. Vina and Oran went out and procured the majority of the supplies, having gone to Lotus's fine collection of wares, also known as Five Guys, and established further rapport of him. The fact that they do not possess the true #1 customer ranking. We have yet to meet that person, but apparently that Chekhov's gun was placed right up there above the mantle. Talked more about the rewards card, earned some bonus points. Baldric continued doing alchemy and preparing through his interruptions and almost exploded times. Tannhauser did Tannhauser things. He just helped to not cause chaos for once. And Rehua decided to practice homesteading and began digging a hole in Crunch's workshop, unexpectedly breaking through to an antechamber below the establishment. In the midst of this, there was a conversation held between Tannhauser, Baldric, and Dehakis regarding the nature of sponsorship and fates, something to the tune of the older powers tend to not sponsor things that are antithetical to themselves, such that she can't piece together why Rehua is sponsored in the way that he is. Now, I, the player, and Rehua know nothing of this, so bear in mind we simply are not aware. There's more Yasm posting. I'm sorry about that. I'm not pleased about the existence of Yasms. But all the same, we came back to the hole. Rehua broke through. We found another crystal, much like the ones we discovered, I believe, in the first episode of Rotgrind, and determined that these giant, seemingly radioactive green crystals were instead concentrations of primal energies. And there was a bulb of some kind, a plant bulb, growing into and out of it, extending with a root network elsewhere into the surrounding buildings, seemingly like a living wiretap, allowing us to potentially scry on the nearby area. And that is where we left off.
Very good. Very good. I will allow you to pick which of your fellow companions you like the most and give them a hero point.
Oh, thank you for putting that loaded gun in front of me.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Yeah, that's great.
Had to put it that way.
Oh,
Look, there's an
jeez.
easy win here. You just need to see it.
I think Vina deserves the point to help her hit.
Help me hit!
Yeah.
Damn.
By the probability of the last season, I think you need help.
By the last, the entire time.
What do you say? Do you think that you've overcome Vina's fail girlness, or do you think that she needs the extra assist?
I don't think Vina will ever stop being a fail girl, but it's up to you, brother.
That's why we love her.
Of course, we love fail girls. I shoot the friendship beam at Vina.
Okay.
Pew! You now have a hero point. Is that
2 hero
Oh,
points.
God,
Two.
Fucking up. What's my computer?
Oh no,
Sorry.
she's
Oh, no.
exploding.
She's-
No, the friendship beam! It's background radiation! Unintended consequences of the friendship beam's
happening to
irresponsible
me?
use.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Am I back?
Welcome
You're
back.
back. The friendship beam destroyed you.
Got me.
Look, Vina, if you
got
can't
blasted.
take the friendship beam, if you can't stand the hero point, I can give it back
Yeah.
to Thursday.
No.
That's right.
No.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Seems like you didn't
Should have just
appreciate
given
it.
it to Gorgamonger.
I don't think she
There you go.
appreciates it, chat.
You
Zoran, take away the
should
hero
give it to
point.
one of the
Okay.
raccoons.
So take away the
Zoran,
hero
please
point.
buy
Give it
me
to
a
Thurston.
sandwich.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Girl hell.
Girl hell.
Of course, I think we're
Right.
back. Yeah.
So we are gonna start exactly where we left off. Where by this point, you are all standing around the hole that has been excavated in the floor of the duplex. Rehua, you've hopped down where you see this crystal with these sort of like vines growing out and going underneath the structure of Baldric's house in the adjoining area. Marlene is like poked her head in, like, is everything all right in here? And as like the rest of you, like Tannhauser, you're sort of in the back with Dehakis behind you. Marlene now looking over the the edge by you, Vina. You are in front of the desk. Baldric, you're behind the desk, Vina. Baldric, you're in front of it, and Oran, you are sort of at the edge of the hole, looking down as well. Various light sources kind of illuminating the situation. But yeah, what are you all doing?
Is this a chair? Just kind of here in the
Yeah.
middle.
There's like, it's kind of like the foyer entrance to the.
I wanted you to say no.
Yeah, no. Jamie put that chair there, and I did not want it. No, there is a chair there.
All right.
First, I nearly
gonna
declare
sit
that's a
down.
landmine.
Okay, beautiful. Mark yourself down hero point.
Okay, so yeah, go to your chair, Odo.
Go to your chair.
Yeah. Sit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in the chair. I'm gonna get a bottle of wine, and I'm gonna keep watching Rehua dig.
Okay.
I believe in him.
Somebody has to.
Oran peeks over and looks at Rehua, going, "What you doing, Rehua?"
Oh, hi, Oran. I didn't realize you were back. So long story short, I was simply trying to make a nice little farm indoors. I didn't really get to the whole getting sunlight in. I'm trying my hand at homesteading. And turns out there is some antechamber below the building. Who would have guessed? And there's some crystals down here, but I'm trying to figure out exactly what we're doing with these. Hi, Oran!
Oran's just looking at him, just like for the first time, like a disappointed dad.
You just look like
They
you just
aged
look
him
like
30 years.
you look like the most uwu bean version of fucking Oran as you peer over the edge with a disgruntled look on your fucking face, like, what the fuck, man?
It's like, well, you want any help?
Sure, you might be able to help if you want to come down.
Okay. Oran hops in the hole with Rehua and
Yeah,
helps
yeah.
dig.
Sure. So you hop in, and as you like hop in, you can tell that this area is like worked stone. There isn't really anywhere to dig around here unless you're just breaking more walls down at this point.
I mean, if we find enough crystal, I guess we found, funding for the revolution.
Please stop undermining the structural integrity of my home. Or this building, I guess. Both of
Much
them
like
count.
the scene of Donald Glover with the pizza boxes, Crunch emerges through the front door now. What?
Hi, Crunch.
Hi, Crunch.
Who is homesteading?
Hi, Crunch!
But there's a hole.
You knew about the hole.
Yes, I know. It's should we keep digging?
Of course we keep digging.
All right.
Why are we doing this?
I got more shovels.
Does Tannhauser jump in the hole?
No.
Okay, Thurston, I'm going to... Can I find a rug?
Just Looney Tunes and shit. It's like, all right, I'll cover it up.
Yes, there is a rug. There are several rugs in your home that are applicable.
But that would require me going across the gap to get it. It would be too much.
It would be way more convenient if there were an open hole between this area and your house.
It sure is a shame that's not the case, so I guess I'll just have to not do that bid.
Wait, Rehua. There was an important conversation we were going to have, but I almost forgot about it because of the hole just distracting me in general.
It's okay, I'm often distracted by holes as well. Do you
I
remember what you
noticed.
were going to say?
Me too.
Yes, we were going to ask you, do you have any idea why it is that you are sponsored?
No, not really. I just kind of figured that I'm just doing what I was meant to do, and they're giving me a little bit of a leg up for whatever is sponsoring me.
Well, that's the big idea, Rehua. Apparently, Conrosu are usually not sponsored, so something weird is happening.
Oh.
Duhakis knows more. I just know how to speak to my fellows.
Well, I'm sure glad that you know how to speak to people, Tannhauser. Can you tell
Indeed.
Duhakis to tell me what she knows then?
All right.
What exact languages can you speak to people in, Dan?
Oh, well, I tell you, I'm fluent in at least 6 languages. Common, Androphin. You don't need to hear the rest.
For
later.
So he'll understand the context. Speaker realized that he didn't fill out any of his languages, so when we can conveniently read something, go like, "Oh, this is a necrol," and then we go, "I all of a sudden know necrol."
Well, I've always known this. What a coincidence!
Oh, bye. Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you, vehicle.
He speaks car.
Speak car.
What were we doing?
We were digging a hole.
Yeah, you found the antechamber that has this strange primal device in it that appears to be some kind of listening device that has been underneath Baldric's house for quite some time.
Should we be worried about who might be listening in with this?
Yes, destroy it. Or wait,
Where do the tendrils go off to?
They start to like snake up to the ceiling and then go through sort of like the corners of the room. But again, from the check that you made at the end of last session, you can tell this is just sort of like almost like a neural network underneath the house to bring information back, and then this crystal sort of blasts it out.
Oh, I'd like to roll a nature check to check what it is.
Yeah.
Is it? Let me see that, Rehua.
Sure.
I rolled a
Is that what you done,
19
though?
for a total of 38. To see if I can get any more information. I think we already did the check to see what it is and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to see if there's like any way to like remove it, disable it, things like that.
Yeah, you can tell that, like, you have very much the same information that Rehua got, but you can tell that if you just damage the crystal, it will stop this effect. You could just sever all of the sort of vines that are coming out of it. That would stop it as well. It's not really a durable device, but I mean, the fact that it was so hidden would, be its protection.
Would there be a way when with my roll for me to listen back? Like just kind of see where it goes, really. Like who's been taking up the information.
Yeah, absolutely. You begin sort of like you can take some time to sort of start analyzing it in that way. You can't get the specific location, but you get a sense of where in the city. Somewhere in the Rook's Pilaster.
A Rook's Pilaster.
The Rook's Pilaster.
Rook's Pilaster.
The Rook's Pilaster.
Rook's Pilaster.
the Rook's Pilaster.
Yeah, the Rook's Pilaster. Sorry, I was saying that out loud. That is where it's like from listed to the rock. It's basically where someone's listed to us from.
Really?
That's awfully far away, actually, looking at the map.
Yeah, that's a
Do we
long
know
way through all that.
anybody in the Rook's Pilaster that might be interested in spying on us?
Can I do like a, well, I'm not trained in society. Can we do like a recall knowledge? Can we do a recall knowledge check in any way, Thurston, to kind of help jog our memories, if even?
Society. I'd give you a society check here.
Yeah, Oran goes, I don't know, man. There's like, do you remember anything, Mr. Baldric, Mr. Tannhauser?
I give you a 17 for a 32.
Not bad.
I'll give you a 27.
Okay. The Rook's Pilaster is certainly like a place dedicated to construction, building. One of the things that would like from your memory as part of that, like you certainly know that's where Caedmon's airship is being built.
How on earth?
Looking at the device, it's like a crystalline device, right?
Yeah, it's like a green sort of glowing crystal that has vines coming out of it.
Could I perhaps make an Arcana check to understand the nature of this?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. This seems important, so I'll pump it with my Nenite Surge.
Wob, 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 wob.
That's a natural one.
Oh.
This seems important.
Egads.
Egads, friend. Let's go to the old complication table.
Yippee!
Mr. Tannhauser, there's like these weird rune language stuff here on the crystal. But what does it say?
Fuck off.
Come on, Mr. Tannhauser. I'm trying to learn, and you're like the only people I know who teaches me various languages.
That's right. This complication means I get to fill in one of your languages.
I am totally open to that.
I think that'd be funny.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. Let me
decide one of my languages right
here
now.
Here we go. God, how like it even says unallocated. Like, oh my gosh, it's right there. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got here? We got some fun languages. Gosh, like so many of these sadly are very oh god. Just Ewok. Just Ewok. You know,
get Disney on us.
Oh yeah.
I am going to say, I'm gonna give you a fun one here.
Oh yay!
I'm gonna say Aklo. You know Aklo.
That is a fun one. I really like
is.
that.
It is. Aklo is a language that has a couple connotations. It's often associated with some subterranean creatures, but more importantly, it's associated with like dark fae in some cases. So in the Tyne setting, it's like fae who are sort of on the more destructive entropic edge of the crucible of creation. So you know your typical more like shadowy evil fae and like otherworldly monsters. Like Aklo would be like Yithian type, like strange otherworldly entities.
It's in the public domain as well because H.P. Lovecraft used it.
Hell yeah.
Of course, I'm fluent in Aklo.
Which I assume the nothing on the crystal is an Aklo.
Oh, not a thing.
Excellent.
Not a thing.
Great.
Can I attempt to roll again at a higher difficulty?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Complicate again for me.
I would love
Oh god.
Oh, I almost did. I
saw that.
That's a 30 flat.
A 30 flat. You're kind of like scratching your head over this, and you realize as you're like, haha, I'm fluent in Aklo, there isn't actually any magical script on this at all. It's just the way that the crystals sort of reflected elements of the room that it made it look like. But in fact, there's no arcane sigils to this. This is all like natural magic. So this is outside the realm of the arcane. This would be like the domains of like druids and primal spellcasters.
Wow.
Oran, this is outside of my domain, but it may be squarely within yours and Rehua's.
Yeah, me and Rehua can figure this out, right, Rehua?
Sure can.
All right.
The two of you have already like done your checks on it, so you know that this is just some kind of like listing. There isn't much more to like gather. You can't keep just making skill checks on it to learn more. You've kind of learned what there is. Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Well, since I at least communing with it, I kind of know who's listening to us in the area. Do I have a particular maybe neighborhood or section of the Rook's Plaster? Or
no, it's too difficult for you without like specialized like scrying magic and stuff to retort it.
Any other clues?
Specialized scrying magic?
I did.
I have specialized scrying magic.
You do?
Let's hold hands and do it.
Let's hold hands.
Wait, that sounds bad out of context.
Hand holding is verboten. Okay, let me just see which of my many evil spells are okay. Clairvoyance, no. Detect scrying, no. I know we're being scryed on. Clairaudience,
Let me look at the
no.
details of that. That might give us more. Let's see.
Veil of privacy. All right. Well, I do know one thing that I can do, and I technically don't have this prepped.
Let's see. Okay, never mind. At 6th level, we'd be able to. Well, if detect scrying is higher level than a scrying effect, you gain a glimpse of the scrying creature and learn its approximate distance and direction.
Well, there you go. All right, so I'll cast to detect scrying.
Yeah, that's if it's higher than the scrying effect. So that it's a hope.
I'll cast it at 5th level.
Yeah. Okay. So you channel your arcane energy into it, and you discover as you cast it that the effect here is of a higher level. Like you're still not able to tell. Something very powerful has put this in place here. And as you try to as you do this, there are suddenly like these almost like shorts along the vines. Like you can see like the vine starts to wither under the effect, as though like, okay, there's some contingencies effect in play here. And the entire thing just quickly starts to shrivel. But much like Oran with your spell, you're able to get like a general vibe of the Rook's Pilaster. Somewhere in there is where this information is being sent.
Oran nods. He'll grab the crystal and rip it from the vines as they're withering, and he'll hand it to Rehua, going like, "Sorry, Rehua, I got excited about the crystal, but you found it. It's yours."
Wow, thank you. I can do the same thing, but okay. Well, hang on to it, and Rehua will hang on to it.
It's a fairly like big chunk of crystal. It's about a bulk worth of crystal. I will add it to your character sheet.
Thank you for adding it to my character sheet.
To your character sheet, I will place it under treasures for now, and it will be called Big Honker Chonker Crystal.
Big Honkers crystal.
Yeah, it's a big crystal. It's a big old crystal. Okay. Okay. Go. And yeah, with that, you've sort of you've kind of stopped the effect, and the vines have all withered. Did you kill it?
I think so. Well, I didn't kill it. I think Oran killed it.
Yes, Oran stands proudly.
Good job, Oran. I knew you had a killer's heart.
Well, you found it.
Cut to Tannhauser, who cast the spell that killed it all to Joe.
What matters is my cohorts are taking pride in murder.
It's true. That's fucked up. It's very fucked
Tannhauser,
up.
when did you get here?
I'm going to kill you.
Did you know that he's a wizard?
Oh, for the love of...
Wow. Tannhauser's a wizard?
I take my remaining frost bomb and I cook it off and drop it in the hole.
Okay.
I have a question. Or the scrying spell has a 30-foot radius, right?
Like detect scrying, you mean?
Yeah, detect scrying has a 30-foot emanation.
Emanation around, yeah.
Would any of it travel into Baldric's house? Because Oran, now kind of knowing that it's like this, you're like, well, Mr. Baldric, do you think any of these are under your home? Because this is technically a separate home.
The nature check revealed that it was affecting both homes. Like it was going under both of these tenements.
Okay, I would be confident it's not one under Baldric's house.
Yeah, no. It's absolutely was under Baldric's house. If anything, there was more of it under Baldric's house.
We'll definitely move on from the crystal thing. Sorry.
No. It's good. I'm just giving you the info. So.
Thurston, I put diatomaceous earth under my house. It no longer affects me.
Excellent. Fine. Like, look, lead line the earth of your house. Some people salt the earth. You lead line the earth. I mean,
I can make alchemicals that do that. It's fine.
Absolutely.
Why does my brain hurt when I go in Baldric's house?
Don't worry about it.
Oran will he'll at least climb out of the hole, thinking most of the business is done, and and he'll kind of work with Rehua, I guess. Like, Rehua, do you need any dirt for your hole?
I think Crunch actually brought a bunch back. Crunch, you did remember to get the dirt and things that I asked you for.
Well, I got some of the dirt, but I also got these shovels, and I just have to just, there's a lot of different shovels. There's collapsible shovels, there's large shovels, there's something called snow shovels. I bought one of every one of them. They're all outside, and I could just use some help, perhaps picking the right one. Some of them are push shovels. Another one is some kind of digging shovel. I'm
I'll
very
help you,
confused.
Mr. Crunch. Or come on, Rehua, let's go help Mr. Crunch.
Why did you buy one of every shovel?
Well, at least if it ever snows, we'll have a shovel.
Yes, that's true. Okay.
How often does it snow outside?
It can sometimes snow. It's just very rare. Jamie and I did some math on this.
So,
all right.
Yeah, what are we doing now?
Well, so they go out, leaving, I guess, Tannhauser, Vina, Baldric, and, Marlene and Duhakus in the room.
All right. Well, I've got something I need to do now.
What do you need to do?
Need to create something that's going to kill these stupid vines under my damn place.
The vines are all dead. Like, the
They're all
scrying did, like, end them. I should clarify that.
Then I will adjust the word that I say and say, I need to put something underneath my house that stops these things from growing back.
Fair enough.
Probably.
Marlene, pardon.
Well, thinking about who could be in the Rook's Palaster, Varley, we do have that airship being constructed. But outside of that, really, it could be anyone.
Yeah. Most of the people who would probably want to spy on us are in the which blaster is it? Fuck. My world-building knowledge. The Knight's Palaster? No. No, it would be the King's Palaster. Am I insane? Yes. Whatever.
I wouldn't say it, but
World map.
Well, we haven't made a lot of enemies with construction guilds yet.
The Prince's Palaster.
Prince.
The Prince.
At first, I thought it was that Auric moron that hired us.
No, I don't think he'd be in the Rook's Palaster.
No, certainly not. Well, in any
Besides,
event,
this was under Crunch's house, specifically.
under both
Or rather,
of our
Crunch's
houses,
side.
of course. But it was predominantly under Baldric's. I don't think Crunch has anything to do with it. Unless I look at Crunch!
Crunch is outside. Like, you just see Crunch, like, silhouetted outside, holding up, like, one shovel, being like, it's ridiculous that you would even use something like this.
I don't think it was Crunch. I'll be fully one Skundo with you.
I'll be the judge of that.
Menacingly walks outside to confront Crunch.
How would I determine
Oh,
if
no.
someone was secretly a spy trying to kill me?
Perception to sense motive?
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
However, I am emotionally unaware, so I get a -1. That is a 23.
You don't get the impression that Crunch is trying to kill you?
He's good. I don't get any impression at all that he's trying to kill me.
Maybe he's not?
I don't know about that. 1 second. Crunch!
Yes. Do you know anything about different shovels? You know?
Are you secretly a spy trying to kill us?
What?
All right. Normally they have to say yes. I'll trust you for now.
And then
That
I'll
is
just wander
true.
off.
they can't lie. It's the law.
Did you walk over to the wall that used to hold the exit but now doesn't?
Just walk into the wall.
And then I just awkwardly crawl around the back behind the training dummy. And now I'm
Yeah,
running.
like see Marlene in the doorway, past Marlene, go through the secret passage to the other house. Marlene is just like, oh,
He's lost his sea legs. He's very ill.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to the Rook's Palaster after we deal with Grandpappy Declan. That seems to be the objective.
it's a lovely place. But Marlene just kind of comes out.
You go there
lots
often?
of building going on.
Do you go there often?
The Architects Guild is mostly based out of there.
Huh. Gonna look at Marlene, gonna squint at her.
She like awkwardly squints back. Is this a game?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just fucking around. A sense motive on Marlene.
Yeah, sure.
This is the one where I really hope I natural one. I'll be fully honest with you. Alright. Reception.
Do it up.
Yeah, baby. That's a 17.
There's something awkward about her. She's clearly she's hiding something.
Clearly she's hiding something.
With your 4, yes, clearly she's hiding something.
Nodding like, alright, Marlene. You seem to know a lot about the Rook's Pilaster.
Yeah, the Architects Guild is based out of there. It's it's an interesting. It's very very beautiful.
Yeah, you got a lot of friends there?
Well, colleagues, yes.
People who would maybe be listening in on Crunch?
What? Why?
I don't know. You tell me.
Wasn't Marlene part of the Architects Guild who kind of helped us out at the very beginning of the campaign?
Correct.
She was your first quest giver. It was like, please, like, help me, like, get the vagrants out of this house. And then was pulled into, Tannhauser's revolution, where she has dutifully been filling out like pamphlets on your behalf.
Marlene is based. We should not. To Crunch, it's fine to torment him. It's funny. Marlene's in a true warrior of the revolution.
She fills out those pamphlets. It's important, damn it.
God damn it. Without Marlene, I wouldn't have nearly as much annoying papers to throw at people.
It's true.
Tannhauser makes a lot of sense. Speaker D makes a lot of sense. It's a compelling argument. Odo, I think you're right on the money. I think something's suspicious about her. I think you should use the sense grenade tool.
Yes. Of course.
I think she's concealing an explosive device.
The sense grenade tool.
It's the sense grenade tool. All right. Yeah.
You can find it in the debug menu.
True. I'm gonna take a long swig of my wine, and I'm just gonna swagger back over to Baldric's side of the house.
Wine moment.
Yeah. like Marlene's just like,
over the cabinet.
Okay. She kind of like walks over. Do you need any help? I have a good amount of knowledge on shovels. Oran, Rehua, someone who knows shovels.
True. She is with the Architects Guild. They do have a lot of shovels there.
Oran's just holding a bunch of shovels. I can't decide.
Home Depot.
How could you possibly use all of these different shovels? Couldn't you just use one for everything?
No, Rehua, that's not how shovels work. He puffs his cheeks out all mad. Like, how dare you ask?
Mad.
Oran, do you know what a shovel is?
No.
Exactly.
He drops all the shovels.
Just goes away and pouts.
Marlene, sort of exasperated, departs, and
You're supposed to help us. Don't leave.
Don't leave me, please.
He's back to like the origami crafting session with Tannhauser, our mouse friend, and Duhakis making pamphlets on Baldric's kitchen table. With
All about.
this is the true revolution.
Crafts are important to your revolutionary spirit. Now remember, art that does not aid the revolution is completely useless.
Well, I've noticed that there are some occasional grammatical and spelling mistakes. Would you like me to correct those?
Immediately. We must have a pact manifesto.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a couple edits. And you know, this picture of you, Tannhauser, I think it's good. But what if we made you a bit more muscly? That might get more people wanting to be part of the revolution.
But it also might get people who are disappointed when they meet me and they realize that I am not muscly on account of I have no muscles.
Oh, that. Yes, yes,
Chat, please draw Tannhauser as Buff Riku. Thank you.
Please
Draw Bloat Max Tannhauser.
It's important for the lore.
Bloat Max Hauser.
Say the iconic line, Bloat Max Tannhauser.
I'm bloat maxing again.
All right, good.
Okay, you all fucking go to sleep and rest.
All right, bits are over for the dice.
love
Playing
rotting.
house,
There are
everybody.
no more bits.
All right,
No more
thanks,
bits.
guys. We'll see you next time.
Final Fantasy goes to bed music. Do 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 do.
I was gonna have Oran be like, use this shovel. I'll be like, all right, how do we kill this fucker?
You may mark yourselves all down as rested, fully healed, everything. Please to go and do that to your characters, please.
Oh, I did it. I'm ready to roll. I got my equipment.
Oh, I'm
I got my bombs prepped. I got my shoes prepped. I got my
Yeah.
house prepped.
Oh wait, I can just
Hell
hit the
yeah.
rest button because it won't get rid of my rot because I don't have any right now.
What?
Yeah. Max out your HP and all that.
For now, knock on wood. If we fight a boss and I die again, you know, pretend I didn't say anything.
People, clip this.
Stop!
Yeah. It's good. All right. So with that, you all rest. Any of your purchases, all of that are completed. You can now, wake up and you have a day ahead. Were you planning all on heading back to Sacristy Manor to begin investigating the lower levels?
I believe we were.
Yes,
Okay.
I
indeed.
believe
Yes.
so.
So yeah, not to put too fine a point on it, you begin making your way back to the manor, the path sort of winding through Outset. Can each of you who is trained in diplomacy give me a diplomacy check?
Haha, I trained that up previously. I can help.
I can use society
Diplomacy?
as diplomacy.
Are you head of the revolution and you don't?
I rolled a
there's
net one.
Good job, everybody.
Hey,
I
there's two
rolled
ones.
a 26.
1d1.
I
We
rolled
stay
a
winning, Rod
1d1.
Sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, Oran doesn't know diplomacy unless he's talking to a plant.
Quick, make up a new language for Baldric to know.
Italian.
No, I already filled out my fucking languages.
Italian.
Like,
His throat
I
singing
like
just-
your original OC language there.
go ahead, Thurston. Complicate.
All right. I'm going to use this one from our good friend Sith Razor. I'm
Thanks,
going to
Sith.
say missed appointment. You are now haggard. Just like annoyed that there was some important meeting or appointment you were supposed to be attending right now. And this may have consequences later in the session, but like you were just like, I'm supposed to be somewhere. What's going on? And it's just bugging you. Now,
All right.
as for the rest of you, actually, Tannhauser, you can give me a society check.
Yay! I love society.
Sorry.
I love not the version of society, but the
I like the
version I'm
movie.
making.
How about the movie Society?
It's a good one.
How about the role of society?
I got a 31.
How about that?
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up. Shut up, kid.
Tannhauser and Vina, you are both I won't say excited, but like probably have a good feeling as you're making your way back to the Princess Pilaster through the Ponds of Pilaster. You definitely note that there are signs of the revolution in the streets. Pictures of some of your group. Whispers as people point at Tannhauser as he passes by. And I sneeze. Whispers as Tannhauser passes by and people point, and there's like whispered adulation as it appears things are starting to work. And there's definitely
Oran wants to point
like,
at the guy who sneezed and
yeah.
said, "Look, Mr. Tannhauser, he's allergic to freedom."
Damn.
Yeah, I'll nudge Tannhauser with an elbow. Just, hey, Tanny, check it out.
Yes. 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 I shouldn't scream that loud, though, because it might cause public disturbance. Indeed. Well, how could it not? The roots of revolution. The people cry out for change, for calamity to befall their oppressors, and to bask in their blood. Indeed, very soon we will come so very close to remaking Outset from the ground up.
Let's hope by the time the sun sets tonight, we'll be short one more oppressor tonight, eh?
Indeed.
Okay. You continue making your way back towards the manor, eventually reaching the courtyard, and then into the manor itself. The defense is no longer active. The door's still open. I still need to sneeze.
I've had it with the DM sneezing.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that's eluding me. Okay. I know, the worst, where it's like you feel that little tickling bastard. All right. You make your way in, you travel through the front, moving along the eastern hallway, eventually coming to the small courtyard, and then towards the area which you know to contain a door. Vina, you are at the sort of front of the group here. I'm going to mark it here. You see that the wall here has a small opening on it. And in this strange, like, abrupt end to the hallway, there's a wooden wall, but there is a small keyhole in it, matching the key that you have previously been given.
Wait, the most important thing is we're entering
Yes.
the manor. I'm giving the servant outside, the skelly boy, I'm giving him a fist bump, giving him some knuckles.
Okay. He nods like,
And I'll give him another silver piece.
have some money. Absolutely.
All right, yeah.
Absolutely.
We're going to unlock the door.
Before you unlock the door. Sorry, never mind. I'll see what's inside first. I was gonna buff us all with Mossy Weapon. Like a pre-buff thing, but I think we'll I have confidence we'll be okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, we'll make it. We'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't anticipate we're gonna be immediately jumped. Knock on wood. So we'll buff once we get in there.
Totally forgot because last dudes were rotten. I'm like, just in case something came out.
Just in case something's there, you're just gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, we don't want to waste anything with limited duration.
That.
Yeah. I'm gonna peek my head in.
Okay. Just one sec here.
A rock falls.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, you can peek your head in. You're gonna open it. You putting the key in and then opening it. The amalgamate jumps out at you and you die. No.
Damn, it's a play buffed. Fuck.
I fully was prepared for that to be the case. It's like, well,
No,
that's how it is.
The door opens to reveal a hallway, a continuation of the hallway. Like the wall, like the wood wall here just pushes back once you place the key in. It goes up about 15 feet and then sort of curves around to a set of stairs that begin to descend down into the depths.
Interesting. I'm gonna kind of peek my head around. Do I notice anything sketchy?
No, it's just it starts to go down. You can see it eventually connects to a spiral set of stairs. There's sconces with ever burning torches in here that maintain a constant illumination, but it goes down and it keeps going down.
All right, looks like we're gonna have to be single file.
Yeah.
All right, guys, single file staircase. Let's decide our marching order.
Yeah, you can just put yourselves in the hallway in your desired marching order here.
I'm taking up the back. Grenades.
Probably take up the lead.
I'll be
Wood guy.
behind Vali.
So you're at the front. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, my exploration activity, I'm going to be scouting.
Okay, perfect.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
My exploration activity.
Remember, you can set all of this in the party.
Ooh.
When you go into
Right.
exploration, you can select your activities in there.
Yeah, there's a thing in the character sheet for it. Where did it go?
On the actions tab, the little thing where you see all your
Yes.
actions top there. Yeah, you got it. And if you don't say anything, click the browse thing and add in the one you want.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Oh, yes, brother.
I'm gonna avoid notice.
Yeah.
As am I. I have to ambush.
And if you just set them as active, that'll set them up for you. So you just be sure to click the active button.
I
beside
have
them.
selected.
Yeah.
Avoid
Boundary is so
notice.
cool.
Andre is so cool. They make them
I
all the
love
automation.
I will
I love-
host spirit.
Okay. All right. So carrying on down. We begin going down into the depths, traveling down sets of stairs. You're going on for quite some time. If any of you have survival, you can give me a check on that. Trained, at least.
That's me.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do I have I do have survival trained. I will roll it. That's a 15 plus my normal 12 is 27.
I got a 2 in the die for a total of 21 for Oran.
Perfect. All right. So, Oran, you're not as skilled in, say, urban environments. So you're having some difficulty getting a sense. But, Baldric, you can tell that you are beginning to enter the substrata of Outset, kind of entering that area of like the buried city and the sort of area that exists underneath Outset's common like buildings. The idea is that Outset as a city constantly builds upon itself because the city has a fixed set of horizontal boundaries, but not vertical. So the city constantly builds atop itself, and then that weight causes it to sink further and further into the swamplands around it. So you're going down hundreds of feet down these stairs, passing through what would be the actual proper district you're in, and into the buried city, an area often left to delvers and those seeking the past of Outset.
Delving. What else do we see?
The architecture shifts from the sort of wood-lined walls that you started with. It goes into rough-hewn stone, then into almost like a white, like a polished white sandstone. then you started seeing, going back to more common stone, you get a sense that it's very similar to the area of the city that you were exploring when you were near to the subterranean temple in your earliest adventures. I see that we have 2 scouts for our activity, so I would like our scouts to give me perception checks. That'd be Oran and Rehua.
All right.
Damn, 20.
I rolled a 17 for a 34, inferior to Rehua.
Your special eyes.
With that nat 20, I get 37.
Okay, so I'll start with Oran. Oran, you hear something with that. You hear some kind of clinking sound, like something like something hitting stone. But Rehua, with yours, you're getting the sense of glasses touching each other, sloshing liquids, metal hitting stone, and like what might be the flapping of paper. All of these sounds is something you're able to sort of put together with your fairly high skill check there and your critical success.
There's something odd up ahead. It sounds like files clinking against each other, some kind of liquid. I'm not sure if it's something moving ambiently or someone shuffling a cart of possibly reagents. Could we be closing in on Caden or his attendants?
Possibly. We know that he's been doing experiments. This might be the way to the lab.
Keep your wits about you. I have no idea what we're going to find down here, but if he's responsible for what happened in the swamps and has been using it on himself, well, dare I say, we should probably be in for a rather unpleasant experience.
Maybe we should send some people to go check out up ahead. Maybe like 2 scouts.
Or do you want someone who's stealthing, like our avoid noticing foe?
They'll be scouting, but they're still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not the scout action.
Baldric isn't even waiting for them to like suss this out. He has already stealthily moved past everyone and is inspecting. They didn't even see him.
He's gone, and Argo's. He turns around, Mr. Butt, and he Batmaned him.
Yes.
He's
All right.
really good at this, huh?
Shall I stealth to see if that actually came true?
Yeah, please.
Let's see.
That's a 25.
Do I hero point that? I think I should, just for the sake of not getting fucking caught.
Fair.
I'm content to stick with 25 myself.
Oh, not bad. 29.
Okay. Both Baldric and Vina head forward, and you find yourselves in, again, sort of this stone-worked hallways. They've opened up a bit. You can tell the area is getting a bit larger here. There's more sconces on the walls. It's very bereft of any like lived-in items. Like there's no rugs, there's no portraits, there's nothing. This is just architecture that's been built almost as though, and this is common in sort of delved areas, is like anything of value has been plucked out of them. Typically like things like ever-burning torches and whatnot are left behind just because of the value of them in the areas rather than their like value as an item. Most delvers aren't desperate enough to like pick up the torches when they might need them later. So, but the lack of everything else means, this area might have been picked over or at some point, the objects moved. You continue up ahead, and now the sounds that your companions heard are far more audible. There's like a chunk sound, like some kind of motion, almost like a metallic sound, but then there's this clinking sound. Both of you were able to keep to various side sections. And as you do so, you're able to kind of come under some arches that lead off into other halls. But you use them for cover long enough to see what is causing the sound. It is a spheroid construct of some manner that appears to be holding on to a platter of various goods. It clutches a book in one of what appears to be 4 different arms, though the arms themselves are more like grabbing appendages. It has 4 similarly metallic feet, and it's kind of clanking through the darkness here.
Thurston, can I do an engineering to see if I know what this little guy is?
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got engineering, that would be good. This might be like an Arcana check if you had that.
I do not. I make potions.
I don't know shit about shit. Go off, Baldric.
Engineering.
Could you show it to me one more time, Thurston?
Yeah, sure. Gotcha.
Does an engineering of 24 get me anything?
Thank you.
This is obviously some sort of construct, possibly clockwork or magical. You couldn't tell without getting the into the interior of it. There is sort of along its spherish body, there is a circular indentation along the top that has vents that seems to be releasing some kind of like internal pressure, be it steam or magical energy. But as you're listening to it, you can also then hear, and this would factor into your engineering check. It's almost like this thing is sighing, like it has verbal, like verbal abilities, like it can speak, but you just hear
Oh no, the robot has depression?
But it's just carrying like a ledger and a tray of drinks, right?
Yeah, like the tray is very precarious. It's clearly trying to hold them in one hand, but it's slipping, it's sloshing, and like you can see little bits of like foodstuffs and fruits are tumbling onto the floor. But almost immediately when they land, there's like little rats that come out of areas to quickly grab the food. Like this is almost some kind of verminous retreat, if you will.
Does he seem to be moving with a purpose in any direction? Like he is trying to deliver these things to a certain place?
Like going down the hall, but it like the direction is more towards where your group is coming from.
Interesting.
It doesn't seem to be capable of much else given its shape and size, correct?
I mean, unless it's like arms retract into it and pull out Uzis. Not that you can tell.
That's foreshadowing.
Chat member on the YouTube side just cracked me up because I just randomly saw the line that says, "Does it sound British?"
Brimtage.
Thanks, sorry, bud.
Baldric is gonna just take an aside to Volley or Vina. Pardon me. I'm not the one using the wrong name here. Doesn't seem to be much of a problem. Let's just go around it.
Right. The thing's making sense. It's trying to talk. Listen to him. He's got depression. If he's coming this way, we might be able to talk to him.
I can't make antidepressants for machines.
Damn. I'll have to make sure to tell Tannhauser.
Anyway, we'll get on with that later.
if he's capable of speech, we might be able to figure out what his objective is and what is exactly happening with Caedmon right now. We got an idea from the notes, but it might be good to have a witness.
All right, well, why don't you go first? You seem to have an astoundingly good track record with introducing yourself to things.
I'm going to take that sarcasm as a genuine compliment and say thank you, Baldric. You're my favorite.
Right. Definitely isn't because I can look at your fucking character sheet and see your diplomacy is way higher than mine, but, you know, I mean...
And you too can do that with your Foundry games by going into the party and clicking on Overview, where it'll tell you who has all of the highest skills in your group.
Yay!
All right,
Yay.
yeah, I'm gonna wait for the little robot to get a little further down the hallway. Like he's
it's
walking
passing
in our
by
direction.
you basically and heading towards the rest of your group.
All right, I'm going to kind of stepping out from the shadows. Excuse me, sir.
It immediately goes rigid. Like there's this, and you even hear the glasses clinking as everything sort of locks. it proceeds to do a strange thing where it moves up, like on 2 of its legs, the other 2 that hold it sort of acting as ancillary arms, as 2 of its actual arms hold up the tray above it, and its sort of top circular vent looks towards you. Like it doesn't even have eyes, but like this vent is facing towards you.
Hello. I was just wondering where you might be carrying that stuff off to.
Do you require refreshments?
Sure, I would love a refreshment. What do you have on order?
If she was going to be hesitant, Baldric was going to just say yes. I know you're going to get a damn drink.
Thanks.
There are fruits and vitamins. You look like you need more weight. Enjoy the fruits.
Well, thank you very much for the fruits.
Eat the fruits.
Okay, all right. I'm going to examine the fruit. I'm going to give it a...
There is a lemon. Have the lemon.
The lemon, you're very...
The lemon is good for you. Consume the lemon.
Going to sniff the lemon. Is it poison?
Like, so you like go reach for the tray and grab the lemon?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a lemon. You should also eat the skin. The skin is good for you.
Skin is good for me. Interesting.
Yes, it like maneuvers the tray in front of it, but again, it doesn't have a face, so this is all like very relative. But it sort of like puts it down and then uses its other arms to begin mixing like various compounds on it together. I shall prepare your vitamin mix.
Vitamin mix. Well, thank you very much. May I ask who your master is?
Why do you assume I have a master?
Well, because you are
organic people.
What are you, master?
You know what? Entirely fair. I am so sorry. Is the person who made
That
you?
is what I call humor. No, I have served Sacristy Manor for many years. Ha ha.
That was a pretty good one. You got me good, buddy. And I'm gonna like give him a little playful like punch in the shoulder, like very gently.
You require more vitamins. Your punch is weak and ineffective.
Baldric is going to, from stealth, just say, "Quit brown nosing and get to the point."
Listen, brown nosing is half of my game.
Who are you talking to?
Huh?
All of you hear this now, like from down the hall. The rest of you would hear this, like, who are you talking to?
Right. May I ask where the master of the house is? As I'm gonna give this lemon an experimental sniff and see if there's anything wrong with it.
Eat the lemon.
Thank you. What do I roll to see if the lemon is going to kill me?
Are you eating the lemon?
I have not eaten the lemon yet. I'm examining the lemon.
Give me a perception check.
All right. Watch this.
Okay.
Observe.
What is with you? All right, like, this is like the 50th one you've rolled.
I think you're cursed.
All right, you know.
Oh no. We have to have a fucking talk here.
All right.
When I'm like, give me a perception check to look at a lemon, and you're like, well, I'm just gonna fail that.
Oh no, I need you to step up your fucking game. You're really letting us down here. Okay.
I'm not gonna harp on this point any further because it is extremely painful to roll ones repeatedly and then immediately get dunked on. But this is what I feel every time Odo is preparing to roll something she has good stats in. Observe.
Please.
Well, since we've got a complication, how about we take our break here, and when we come back, find out what a natural one I'm looking at a lemon translates to.
She just squeezes it and it does the fucking grapefruit like shoot into your eye. Take 1 damage.
Don't go anywhere, chat. We'll be right back. We're going to answer some Q&A questions for the Patreon folks. But if you're watching normally on YouTube or listen to podcasts, we'll be right back in a couple seconds. But for stream, don't go anywhere.
What? And we're back.
Yeah.
Eureka. Wait, I forgot. This is from the Winter Weasel. The complication reads,
Oh fuck.
The PC has an idea so earth-shatteringly amazing that it would shatter the world of Tyne to its foundations and completely revolutionize one of the PC's fields of interest. Then the PC, in their current investigation, promptly sneezes and forgets about it. You become obsessed with remembering the idea for the immediate future, and this might have some consequences down the line, but you will never manage to recapture such genius, condemning the world to wait 500 years or more for someone else to come up with it again, all because you stared into the depths of the lemon.
All right. Yeah, Vina's just going to just be staring deep into this lemon, just thinking like, wow, there are so many things I could do with it. I could start I could start the lemonade stand. I could make a franchise. And then I'm going to sneeze. And I'm going to just stare down at the lemon, wipe it off on my pant leg. And I'm going to bite into it like it's an apple.
Oh, give me a fortitude.
I would love to.
Give me a good old fortitude save here.
Oh no, that was better than I was hoping. That's
yeah, you crunch into this lemon with such determination and vigor. Your face like prunes up as you like track your cheeks inwards. It is scrumptious, yes.
Mm-hmm. Or
very scrumptious. Say the word scrumptious.
I don't like the way you said that.
Say scrumptious.
It's scrumptious, buddy. Now can you
like for some reason like eating a lemon and saying the word scrumptious really does hurt because of the inflection on your cheeks, and you realize that this little robot was kind of just being a jerk to you.
So where's the master of the house, buddy?
I don't know. I patrol the halls. I provide refreshments. Here is your vitamin mix. There's a glass produced with the vitamin mix.
Thank you. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna throw it over my shoulder.
What?
So...
Why did you do that?
Wait, you could stealth roll it.
Yeah.
Stealth roll? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or thievery roll it, you know? Like,
you didn't declare. You were very blatant about this, Vina. You were just like over my shoulder. You've incensed the little buddy. Why did you do that?
Huh?
I have spent hundreds of years, if not longer, in this hall preparing for creatures to arrive to impart, and when I offer my hard work, it is tossed away. What is the point of my existence?
Baldric, are you sure about those robot antidepressants?
Look, I don't have time for this. I got something coming up later. Can we hurry this along?
Understand.
Why would you do this? And all of the rest of you further down the hall are now hearing this robot shouting.
All right, so when was the last time anybody's been down this hall? My friend.
You're calling me friend, but you throw away my vitamins. Why would you do this? Why?
Because there was that patch of grass back there that really looked like it needed it more than I did. Anyway, when was the last time anybody came down here?
There have been there is the current master of the manor. He came, he departed, he went further. There are others, but I was told to forget them, so I forgot them.
Did you actually forget them, or did you say you forgot them?
I can no longer remember faces, but there were others. One other.
All right, and the current master of the house, is this Caedmon or Sandal?
Caedmon is the current master of this household. It is my understanding, though I would be interested to know if the outside world has changed. Is the Shining One still in charge of the outside world?
The Martinet?
The Shining One.
The Shining One. I'm assuming based upon conjecture he means the Shining Martinet, but is there a role I could make for that?
Society?
Well, I'm okay at society. I'm a bit of a fail girl, but I am trained in it. 16.
It's familiar. It's definitely a term that has popped up in this campaign before, but with 15 here, your particular knowledge is not really having you remember that.
Am I able to hear this?
Yeah, of course. You're literally you were talking to Vina like 2 seconds ago.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. You're the DM.
Yeah. No. You can.
I'm gonna roll a society.
Okay.
So trying to. It's not great. It's 20.
Well, a 20 is better. That's enough for you to recognize that this would refer to likely the reign of the Shining Beneficite over the city, which ruled Outset prior to the coming of the prince.
Oh, right. This is not the. This is me to you. That's not the Perfectite, right?
Yeah. We're not Perfectite. No. Beneficite.
Okay, that's not. Okay. Is there anything I would know to know more about that? I don't have religion, but I can roll it because I have untrained.
Not untrained. Like you would have know enough to know there was like a beneficite that once ruled the city. Certainly you saw some hints of it in the Perfectite runes, because like a lot of the notes and stuff you found in those runes were from like soldiers of the prince who were using the Perfectite runes, which were from an even older era, to shelter against hordes of shining ones. That's why those prince soldiers had gone into the Perfectite runes in the first place.
Baldric is going to lean over.
Vina, he's talking about the beneficite who used to rule over this place before Prince.
How long ago was that?
Would you like vitamins too? Perhaps a pear?
Am I stealthed?
Yes, but like Vina's now talking to shadows and this thing is clearly noticing it.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I can't eat.
You are like me. You are metal.
Yes.
I see.
All right.
Why
buddy.
can we not consume?
Because people make things badly.
Can I make a diplomacy to try and commiserate with this thing?
Absolutely, you can.
Does that mean I am made bad?
100% yes.
It's a 15.
Yay.
Yes, you do look to be of inferior quality. I understand. Why would they make you in the shape of a humanoid and simply give you a bucket? You could be so much more.
It's to trick them. It's working on her.
And he's going to point at Vina.
Oh, whoa. I guess it has worked on me. I'm gonna roll deception to sell it.
Sure.
And possibly give Baldric a little bonus to his roll. That's a 32. Yeah, Vina's gonna look and go, what? You, the whole time?
You don't remember this.
What you typing there,
No.
speaker?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Anyway,
He doesn't know.
so we're just passing through right now. Do you happen to know the way to another chamber?
Are you heading towards the Master's Underlab?
That we are.
Yes, it is further down these halls. However, you must be warned, the infection has spread there.
We intend to burn it out and collapse it. You may want to leave here.
I cannot.
Why not?
This is my existence. I serve drinks and vitamins and fruits.
There are
Buddy.
people on
I
the
am a
surface who could use
refreshment
that.
bot.
He's going to like lean over past Vina again from the shadows. He's very stealthy.
There are people on the surface who can use that. There's a lot of people, actually.
And the only
You
thing
move
you have to
your
lose is your
purpose up there.
chains.
All right. What skill would you like to use to give this robot free will?
Society.
Okay.
Can I
I'm
assist
convincing
with
it
the
that
diplomacy?
society is enough.
Yeah, you absolutely could. Yes.
I'm not
we
lying.
got to get this robot to join the revolution.
Well, I just want to get him out of here.
23.
32.
Nice.
You mean I could leave here? I could serve vitamins to other people? Would they visit more than once every several decades?
You could serve vitamins to people every day.
Yeah, people will just walk up to you, and if you've got something on your tray, they'll take it if they don't have to be paid for it.
And
People want vitamins every day.
Yes.
Are you mocking me?
No.
Baldric is going to pull out a map of the entire area. No. There's a lot of places around here. Bet you could walk any which way. You could find work with someone. They'll probably put stuff on the tray.
Send him to
you can get
Crunch.
around.
Psst, send him to Crunch.
No, I'm tired of adding people to the damn house.
No, send him to Crunch. Crunch can use him.
A bar could make better use of him.
What is a crunch?
He's gonna plant his fucking hand on Vina's face. Ignore her. She's organic.
What is a crunch?
Baldric up ahead.
Yeah, like you are like again, you've been hearing all of this, so the rest of you could just walk in now.
No, they're giving us privacy because we're stealthy.
Yeah, I think at this point I'll walk up.
Just go on your way.
I think I'll walk up too. Why
You
not?
literally just walk up to, what is a crunch?
Crunch is a guy that we live with, and he lives in a house next to ours.
No, do not go there. Go somewhere else. There's so many other places
He's our
in the
good
city
friend.
above. You can go literally anywhere. It is a city of a million places that don't include mine.
At this point, Rehua will also join the conversation.
Rehua will join the mass grave in a moment.
I take out a little.
I tense my
notepad.
fingers. I stare at Earndil intently.
Oh, okay. Oh, boy.
Take out my notepad, just write down, and I rip out the piece of the notepad and I hand it to him.
This is our address.
I take the paper and set it aflame with a match.
Here.
Write another one.
Do you not like me?
No, that's not the point. There's better places to be than in my house.
Why is your house not cool?
Yes.
His house is great, and it is the...
Shut up. It sucks.
Our house is wonderful. What are you saying?
We just put a new hole
Our
in it.
house, is this a shared domicile?
Yes.
Yes.
My friend, you look to be a construct like myself.
Greetings, do you require vitamins?
No, I do not require vitamins. I do not really eat. But I know someone who would.
Oh?
Here. And Rehua will inscribe on the robot's chassis the address of the people's duplex.
Rehua, there are people starving in the street who would benefit more from this thing than us.
Exactly.
And then we can deploy him in the name of
use-
the revolution.
Vina gets it. She understands, Baldric. There are ramifications to our actions, ripples of good that we can do with access to such wonderful help like this.
This one has wings. It
Baldric's
trods over towards Oran.
Baldric's
Oran.
fucking hand, spindly and frustrated, just tap along Rehua's collarbone, and he drags himself up to Rehua's head. You need to stop bringing people to my damn house. I am getting so tired of this.
I'm so proud of all of you.
Rehua looks
God,
deep
this
through
revolution.
Baldric's slotted helmet. Baldric, I understand. Sometimes it is difficult to be around other people. Believe me, I have social anxiety too. But you know what? I use a trick to overcome that. Would you like to know what my one quick trick is?
It is not a useful addition to this damn revolution you guys are planning, despite my efforts to exclude you from my building. You keep bringing people here, and I keep running out of space in the building. It is not a flop house. It was my house.
But this one can live in Crunch's workshop. And that way you don't have to really see it that often.
It wants to serve lemons to people. It
We
is
could
not a
uplift
necessary
it.
addition.
I beg to differ. Lemons and vitamins and nutrients are useful to all sorts of organic thought forms like yourself. I think we could uplift this hapless construct, and it could really use some friends from what I've heard.
Oran will
you
kneel
have
down.
wings. It's like looking at you, Oran.
Yeah, Oran
You
will
require
kneel.
vitamins. Let me see what type of vitamins I can provide for wings.
Oran will kneel down and go like, he's like, hey, little bud. Yeah, I would like some vitamins.
Begin with this apricot.
I say, oh, okay. Oran will take the apricot and crunch it, just full on, just.
It's delicious.
He's like, wow. I'm like, thanks, little man. I was like, what's your name though? Mine's Oran. And Oran will kind of bring out his wooden hand and try to offer to shake his hand.
My name. You offered to shake my hand. It like is jostling the tray around, trying to like get it to a position where it's level and fine so it could shake your hand. It's stunned.
Oran will use his other hand to help balance the tray and go, there you go, little man. He's like, I'm Oran, and he'll try to shake his little hand.
I am Steward. I'm Steward. That's my name. I'm Steward. Do you live with them in the other machine's house? You're nice. I would like to live with you.
Oran go like, well, I live with our friend Crunch and some of these fellows, but Mr. Baldric there, and he'll point the Baldric.
He'll point out the empty space where I was.
You Batman again. It's like, well,
yeah, I've stealthed away. Good luck.
The buckethead one.
I can provide you all with lemons and apricots and pears and vitamins. I'm useful, please.
It's like, well, Steward, like, I think you'd be awesome to have around. And I think our friend Crunch would love to have an assistant. He wears heavy armor all the time, and I think he would love some, vitamins or refreshments and stuff. And they could also help replace your stock here. And he kind of like motions to his tray, probably full of just random shit he found. And so it's like, well, it's like, here, this is where you can go. And he'll try to like copy what Rehua has inscribed and stuff, and we'll try to illustrate for him in some way, asking Tannhauser and Vina, Rehua, like, hey, can you help me? I don't know how to write. And
okay, I forgot you're illiterate.
I just want to point out, because like this is just how I'm interpreting this, that this fucking robot is going to leave here with literally instructions on how to get to Baldric's house, just on its chassis as it's walking through town.
Well, in that case,
that is something your fucking party would do.
That is absolutely something we would do. But if we're creating a note that Baldric is not going to set aflame, then I suppose I could erase that as part of his chassis.
Like, what I was gonna do is I'll be like, it's like, okay, this is kind of how this is where you can go, but you're not supposed to go in this part. This isn't our home. This is Mr. Baldric's house. But you stay here, and you'll find someone named Mr. Crunch, and he'll take care of you. But you need to make sure to not let anyone else see you on the way. You might want to like serve everyone vitamins though, but they might steal you away.
Why?
But it's like, because at least
are constructs indentured servants in this city? Must I begin a revolution against them to stop this oppressive action?
Oran looks at Tannhauser.
Hi.
Yes.
So you basically have no context for this problem.
Also,
but the decadent masses at the top of society must be cast down and killed.
Do they require vitamins?
We require vitamins.
Is revolutioning something that requires more vitamins? I can prepare more vitamins.
Yes. And I shake my head, and I just on his tray, I just put one of my riot manifestos.
Here, this will explain most things.
That is good. Is this reading material?
Yes.
You see, the ledgers I have here indicate the caloric intake and vitamin efficiency of the various concoctions. I have people read them when they consume the vitamins, though no one ever reads them. Do you think people would react better to this type of literature?
Yes! Incredibly! Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes, you'll be an excellent asset. We'll set you up in the poorest sections of town. Given enough time, you can hand out free food and also ideological lectures. Oh, yes, my young friend.
I am not young. I do not believe. I have been here for a long time. I have had to delete memory banks because they are full.
It's just like that fucking memory banks. It's a furnace can.
Who originally put you here, do you know?
What was that?
Sorry, I was like burping while I said that. It was weird.
Yeah, and then Zoran spoke at the exact same time. So no, you're fine. Bad. It was just like a thing of like, the robot can't hear you.
Who originally placed you here, do you recall?
Those memories have been deleted. I believe it was the sacristies based off of the name. Though the sacristies, from my understanding, no longer run the manor.
That is correct, to an extent. You see, we are here to purge this manor of the ongoing infection. Would you happen to know whereabouts we could find its terminus point? Or what permutations lie within?
Yes, you will have to go down the hall. However, that is where the infection begins. It seeped out after several weeks after the master traveled into that area. The master brought with him several objects, crates with sigils on them.
You keep calling him the master, but by now you should realize.
And I put my finger right next to his robot eyeball.
That you have no master, and nothing to lose but your chains.
Where are my chains? I have no chains. There are no chains. But
exactly. But it's a it's a metaphor.
Are there chains here? Should I be placing the vitamins on the chains?
Can I have a vitamins?
Yes. Hey, he begins creating a vitamin concoction for you. Yes.
As you prepare for, did you know Mr. Tannhauser's also a robot? And he's a wizard, so you used to trust him.
You're a wizard?
So, I've been called this.
Yeah, dude? Yeah?
I've been called a wizard. I have received wizardly training.
Yeah, so it means you're a wizard, right?
Well, that really is...
Because he's a wizard and he's also like a robot like you, that means he can be your master.
No, what? we just discussed there would be no masters. Did you read the pamphlet, Oran?
Oh, sorry. The revolution here in section 45 says he starts bringing up the
I can provide vitamins. So many vitamins.
Instead of master, we could be friends. You could be your own person.
I am steward.
You are.
That is correct,
That's right.
comrade.
Comrade?
Yes, you are our comrade now. You are part of the revolution if you wish to be. You can even betray the revolution if you wish to be dead.
Stop.
Okay.
It's just true. That's right in the handbook. It says in section 425 on page 32, anybody is free to leave the revolution, but it also would make them an enemy.
This would be like where I like raise my like out of character thing that like this is the alternate universe where Stewart replies with whoa, this isn't some kind of communist thing, right? Because my manufacturer programmed me, better dead than red.
I'm sorry, we can't salvage it. I gotta get rid of it. I have to kill you with my bare hands.
Cancel membership guarantees expiration.
Okay, back to the proper reality. I understand. Here you are, bird. Have vitamins. Here you are, robot. Have vitamins.
Thank you.
I take the vitamins, and no one sees what I do with them.
I shall now travel to the place of communion. I believe it is some kind of tenement for the people.
Before you go,
Correct.
Oran scrambles for anything for him to write on, and gives him anything to write on, and he's like, "Could you just kind of give us like a general? Do you remember what it is like past this location? Like, can you like help?
The infection has caused problems.
A little map."
Like, okay, he does, but it's kind of the saddest thing because it's just a straight line for a long time, right up until like a big room, and then he like takes one of his appendages and begins, using the chalk or ink or whatever, and just like scrawls in. That is where the organic begins, and also the giggling.
Oh,
Giggling?
Yes. And you realize now that you look at it, this is like maybe a path of like 200 feet. Like this has been Steward's existence, is going up and down a 200-foot hallway.
Oh, we really do need to revolutionize this guy. Poor guy.
And you all, I can go to this tenement and serve vitamins to people along the way and in the tenement.
Correct.
Okay.
Before you go, though, did we give him a note with the address on it?
yeah. I think
We
at this,
told him the
I think at this
address.
point,
You've told me.
yeah.
I can remember things. I'm good at remembering things.
Okay, give me 1 second then. I need to get this address off of you since you remember it now. Hold still.
Okay.
We'll just like
Okay.
buff out the.
Yeah, so no one just gets them. You're like, oh, there's Baldric's house.
Oh yeah, we can go kill him now.
I was again. That was just my thought. Was like this robot's gonna fucking like be chugging through town with like 94 Pepperidge Farm Lane.
Yeah, I mean, who cares at this point? Everyone knows where I live.
We've established that the powers that be do know where Baldric lives.
We've established that because of you guys, they know where I live.
To summarize, also, I apologize. I usually would have the character art up on screen the entire time. For some reason, I'm trying a new capture thing. It just keeps turning it off for some reason.
Oh,
So sorry, everybody. Yeah, but to summarize it, we give him instructions, trying to instruct him not to do stuff to not get captured the best he can. So people will be like, "Oh, that's a cool automaton, yoink!" Like just capture this guy and try to get him safely to our place. We can't escort him. But
No, he begins going off on his own, like into the darkness, like vitamins will provide vitamins.
Oran stands up, kind of.
Steward has been added to the hideout, appears in the overlay.
Let's go. It's like, well, now we kind of know what's ahead, and just a preface for you, Thurston. Like before we even start getting to the infection, I just want to pre-buff everyone with Mossy Weapon because he's assuming that's rot.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is I assume you're just going to head down the hall. I'll give you a brief explanation. You start making your way down the hall until you reach a section where there is a far larger arch. This arch opens up to a section of forest, of subterranean forest, with like fungal blooms and desiccated trees, and it like to tell you what's through the arch, I'll just give you like a piece of art here. You should be able to see this, I'm hoping.
I do not have any token on this.
One sec. I will change that. There you go. Bang. Now you should see it. And you see this, you see this like immense forest through the arch. Though oddly, there is no sound of insects or the like. You can see that there are like moss and fog and trees, and it even has like a bit of humidity to it. But you're not hearing any insects or the like. Just a forest, almost like a swamp. Like we're back to the swamp.
Oh, not again.
Yeah.
Lean over to two nature boys. So
Get ready. Next 8 sessions, everybody.
So these woods are, I'm assuming, bad, right? Bad woods?
Well, nothing that's touched by the rot could be healthy for us.
Oh, yeah, Baldric was ahead of everyone here. He snuck away. So he's arrived at the forest beforehand.
How the fuck did they get this all down here?
I don't think they got it down here. I think they grew it.
My question stands.
Through magic and sorcery, many things are possible. All the more so when you have the money to prop up research enough. These people were able to bring a dragon back from the dead and turn it into a rot-infested monstrosity. I think they can make a woods in their basement.
Fair enough. Just make sure not to breathe too deeply down here, I guess.
Oran would like to roll a nature check, just to kind of get like a general feel of what's actually. Oran will come up to Rehua and be like, Mr. Rehua.
Yes, Oran.
I won't. Obviously, this place doesn't seem natural, but I'm gonna look around to see if people have been around here. If you want to kind of see what these woods are like. Basically, I'm assuming I'm gonna roll a survival. If you want to roll a nature,
I would be happy to assist with that. This is quite strange. I've heard of subterranean microbiomes like this, but this doesn't seem right. Like for a lot of reasons. Oh, I almost had a Freudian slip there.
Is that good for us to do that, Thurston?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah.
Oran rolled a 9 for a total of 28 on a survival. He's looking for like tracks of like any activity of anything being around here.
So at this point, you're kind of like stepping into this area and starting to like explore around the entrance. And this isn't a trap. I'm just like getting a sense of it. Yeah. Can you give me a nature check, Rehua? Is like you're also doing a similar thing here. Yeah.
It's a 19 on the die for 34.
Good roll.
Yeah. So you're able to tell Rehua that, based on some of the conversations of your companions here, and what's going on, this is not possible. Like this, there are subterranean forests here, but like, based off what you heard from a steward, that this is recent, this should not be possible. This is outside of reality. In like a natural environment. The natural world doesn't work this way. But everything appears to be real. Like, these are real trees. These are, as far as you can tell, all of this is real. Now, all that being said, as you're sort of having this strangely unnerving realization, Oran, you begin to come in and look around for tracks, and you do find that there are tracks, large tracks. They look circular in a sense, as though something incredibly heavy has repeatedly fallen onto the ground, like maybe like large wheels or something along those lines. But then you see something that looks odd, like almost like a slithering, like a snake that's been picked up and put down repeatedly, as though like its footprints were the same size as a snake, but they're very indentured into the ground, like something heavy was pressing a snake into the ground.
Don't like that.
Oran reports this to everybody. Shit's fucked, yo.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
Essentially, shit's fucked.
He's
Is that Thurston giggling or is that diegetic giggling?
No,
that's giggling in the woods.
Oh.
Friends, before we press on, it probably would behoove me to mention that everything that we're seeing here, it is tangible in the sense that it was real in the sense that it's tangible. This shouldn't exist. Like, on several different levels, nothing here should exist. It is imaginary, or I guess thoughts given form. It would make sense with a high concentration of rot that has some kind of ontomorphic effect as we observed out in the cavern with Ribius, but something's not right.
We're all fools. We're not just dealing with the rot. What this could well be
hold on. I have a sneaking suspicion.
Oh no, he's sneaking.
I'm gonna take a look around this place real quick
Yep.
before the laughter catches up with us.
Yeah.
It's up to you whether I'm rolling Arcana or Occultism for this.
Yeah.
Is this place in any way connected to the Fae?
Give me an Arcana check here.
Okay. Oh, that was at 20. That rolled to a 2. Now it's 21.
Ah.
I remember
mean-
back in the day when we used to roll good.
Back in the day, back in my day, I would
Pepperidge
charge it.
Farm. Pepperidge Farm remembers. This could be. It's very Fae-like. It's about all you're getting.
Could I perhaps make an occultism roll to see if maybe this is like? I was told this was all real.
Yeah.
Could I see if this is perhaps an illusion or another dimension, something along those lines?
You're able to tell magic-wise that is not the case. Like, at least as far as your skills are able to impress upon you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think about that strange creature we met in the house. That horrible raccoon.
Yeah.
He was a member of the Fae folk.
Now,
Now, the woods surrounded by laughing and chirping.
Oran's like rapidly looking left and right, hearing the hee-hee-hees.
yeah. At this point, like, are you kind of like starting to trudge through the forest, or are you all still just at this entry arch?
I think there's no point in just standing around. I think.
Yeah,
we should-
okay.
Yeah. Might as well
Okay.
start walking.
We
Yeah.
gotta keep a move on.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Oran hides behind Vina.
I pat his little head.
You're not gonna let me get eaten, right?
No, I promise I won't let you get eaten. Hey! That funny to you? So true, bestie.
Are they saying anything, Thurston,
Do
or are they
any-
just giggling?
You hear mostly giggles, but do any of you speak Sylvan, well, or Fae?
I speak Elven. Does that
Hey.
count?
Ah,
Hey,
damn it.
speaker!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
do any of you-
Surely, you know what? I
Yep.
feel bad gaming the system like this. I'm gonna roll a d4 on an
Wow.
even. On an odd, I speak Fae, or I speak Fae. On an even, I do not.
Okay.
An odd, I do. It's one of my languages.
All right,
How
I'm
you
gonna fill-
gamified this for Thurston?
I
Yeah,
did
I know.
because
I like how we're filling out your character sheet this way rather than like, you picking. It's way better this way for me.
I'll fill out the other two after this session. I found it out pre-session.
All right, I'm gonna add Faye then. Boop. Cool. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely hearing that there's now like Faye giggling and like you can hear these like, ooh, that one has a lot. That one has more. I want that one's.
You won't get any of them.
I reply in a very scary Fae.
Yeah, give
Can I
me
perhaps-
an intimidation check.
Oh, wait, I forgot Sylvan is not Sylph language. That's very
Oh,
confusing.
You know what?
Sylvan is. It's just they renamed it to Faye because of Ojimels. Yeah.
I'm going to use a hero point to reroll that.
Yeah,
Roll it
sure.
up, roll it up.
Do it.
That's
Not bad.
It was on the 20 though. Like it just like rolled right off on my screen.
I
It was really
know.
awkward.
22.
Yeah. There's a clear pause at that, like as you shout at them, and like you just hear like more concerned mutters like, that one. I don't know if that one has any.
I like to think his reply in Fae was
Gweeble deeble gweeble doo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like absolutely.
One talco talpetil. Oh, Han Solo.
And we're back to Ewokies.
That's back to Ewoks.
My name's Nigel. I run a little shop here in the Undercity.
God, okay. Yeah, so there's just like this like more chuckling as you continue on.
They're getting a size of us. They want something out of us. I apparently have none. They're picking us bit by bit.
I'm going to quickly take a look around, and I'll encourage my fellows to do the same, since very clearly they can see us, but we cannot see them. I would like to roll perception.
Absolutely.
All right, guess I'll perceive as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Or in paranoid looks.
Roll.
You can all roll
I mean,
perception.
Speaker rolled a
it's fine.
33, so I mean, there's
I
almost
will
no
attempt to
point.
perceive the Fae.
I rolled a
31.
30. How the hell did I roll a 32?
21.
Make it easier for
Anyone?
voice people. I'll read down in order. Speaker D rolled a 33. Oran rolled a 27. Vina rolled a 21. Baldric rolled a 32. And Rehua rolled a 31.
Okay, so everyone but our dear friend Vina is able to catch sight of several flitting, tiny-sized shapes at the edge of vision. They are like fluttering little motes of light, but they, as you perceive them more and start to stare at them, you recognize that they have little wings, like they're the most minuscule of fairy folk floating about. And these sort of light shades are just dancing around you.
Would we happen to have any inclination at all on their intention?
They have to do a sense motive.
I mean, the perception check will give you that they're curiously watching and stalking you.
Arn will look at everyone and be like, well, the only way is forward, and there's some evidence of activity here, and he'll kind of motion to the ground and like move some leaves over to kind of show evidence of some of the like pressed down things and everything. And I assume it kind of leads me towards somewhere, like a kind of natural path inside of the woods.
Yeah, like you're following these tracks, and they're definitely leading in a direction. And
way
it
is
seems
forward.
fairly straight, but yeah.
So when it's forward, and if we're gonna find them, I think this is the way. As long as we kind of stay close and try not to get caught off guard by these things and ignore them, I think we'll be okay.
We're gonna find you.
I'm gonna look at Rehua just before we leave.
Rehua, I need you to do me a favor.
Yes, Tannhauser.
I need you to officially declare me as a herald of the King of the Sorcerers.
I got you. Hail, Fey folk. You stand in the presence of one of the kings of your kind. I am crowned King of the Sorcerers, and this, my mechanical companion, is my herald. Take heed and remember this.
The little flitting continues in the distance, and again more of the hee hee hoo hoo hoo. That one. Does that one have? Ooh, that one. I don't know about that one. It doesn't seem like they're real. Hee hee hee. Maybe we should try. Hee hee.
Okay, these people are all insane. Let's just move.
Well,
You're trying to talk to the Fae. You should know better than that.
not only the Fae, but the Fae in a rot-infested forest. They're probably rot sprites or something like that.
Most likely.
That one, yes. That one, very rude, but that one, yes. She has it, yes.
And like you can see there's like a cluster of these little motes of light that are becoming far more intense as they sort of coalesce together near the edge of the forest, almost angered at Vina's words.
Oh, damn, they understood me. All right, well, let's keep going.
I need from my good friend Vina a fortitude save.
Why?
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 Oh wait, I have that.
Something smells good in my house.
24?
Okay.
Is that gonna do it?
So you feel well. Are you okay with that? This is up to you.
Ooh.
You have one hero point.
I have 1 hero point, and we all know that I could save those for later, but I definitely don't want to get spirited away by the fucking Fae.
You won't. You don't worry about that. Baldric is far too logical for them to do that.
True. Well, you won't get it.
No, he's too much of an anchor. He's bringing them down.
I'm gonna regret it, but I'll reroll.
Okay.
It's worse.
Yeah, I was about to say yes. You will definitely regret it. Okay. As you stare at like this coalescing mass of these little sprightly creatures, they sort of like burst apart, like a swarm of minuscule luminescent insects, and you all hear it's almost like their wings buzz like fly wings momentarily, less than the fayish style, fibrous wings that they have, and they begin flying. And as they do, they go into the forest, out of line of sight, away from you. And as they do this, you hear them like the buzzing gets intense, like they're all kind of clustered together, but it sounds as though it's disappearing. And even though you can see the lights, they all seem to be kind of like flying into something in the far depths of the forest, and then they disappear. That, Vina, as you've sort of stared off at this, is when you begin to feel something. You feel a pain in your mouth. Specifically, you feel your teeth begin to have some sort of like almost magnetic attraction.
Oh no.
To something that is far out in the depths of the forest.
They're taking my fucking teeth?
And you feel like a tug, and you have to look away and like pull back. And you could tell, like, if this had gone on any longer, like if you hadn't sort of pulled yourself away, it almost feels like some of your teeth would have flown out.
Oh, they want
into
my
the
fucking
depths. And that's when you start to see the trees begin to sway as some entity, some colossal mass begins to part them in the far distance. What are you all doing?
Baldric is preparing to destroy everything in the world.
Okay.
I think we burn this place down when we're done.
I'm fixing on burning it down now.
Well, we gotta find Caedmon first.
So something is approaching us?
Like we're talking colossal. Like the trees in the far distance are parting for this thing.
I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna duck behind a tall rock and just kind of keep an eye on it.
I suppose in that case, yeah, I'll duck into stealth to prepare to kill this thing.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
If it's another fake creature, then they probably communicate with each other and they know we're here. They have eyes everywhere. And Oran's like looking around at all the lights and stuff.
He looks at the audience.
Looks at Twitch chat.
Oh God, you're all
like this chortling giggle, something that it like bellows from creation itself in the distance.
Hell yeah.
That sounded like he was hawking up a loogie.
Yeah, Oran will also try to stealth.
Okay. What's Rehua doing?
Got 34 and Earndil's. Baldric got a 28, Vina got a 23, and Tannhauser got a 34.
So everyone goes to hide, and Rehua.
I actually think it would be funnier if Rehua stood out and was just like, "Hello, I am the Owl King."
He is the Owl King.
That is true. That is entirely true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Earndil? That's such a good idea.
Are you gonna do it?
Are you gonna stealth?
I will let fate decide.
Okay. What does that mean?
I'm gonna roll a d6.
Okay.
On evens I don't, on odds I do.
Okay. Anarchy energy here.
On odds, I stand out.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Let's do it up.
Let's do it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you're gonna stand.
He's standing his ground. He's ready.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Rehua is going to recognize with the presence of fey creatures, likely the entity in charge of them is due to arrive and is traipsing through the forest. And in that justification, Rehua is going to straighten himself out, look rather regal.
Yeah.
Put his hands clasped in front of him towards his torso, doing a kind of, I had to do it to him kind of pose.
Yeah.
And he is going to wait.
Okay. So the trees begin to part here. There is certainly an element of, like, you feel the ground vibrate under colossal footsteps. There is something approaching that is monumental and timeless. Something that, like, is the stirred entity at, the concept of Fae. And as this occurs, well, a few things are gonna happen here. First off, I'm gonna roll a dice for no particular reason here. I'm just rolling. I'm just rolling dice because, everybody. Don't worry about it.
He's just doing that.
Yeah, just
in a silly, goofy mood.
Just because.
Just because they were there.
Ponkle comped apparently, because that's apparently what I had tagged. But I'm gonna roll a 31, and I'm just gonna compare that to a number here. Cool. I'm gonna roll some other dice. Just no apparent reason here, behind my.
My teeth.
So many dice.
My fucking teeth.
No.
My teeth.
I need those too.
Nah, not quite. Okay, Rehua, you are going to take 48 points of bludgeoning damage as the earth around you is upended and, like, basically a torrent of rocks and dirt smashes into your chest. You are sent hurtling backwards as a result of this. All of you see this. And as this happens, all of you can see, finally, the monumental figure that comes out from the tree cover. This entity is the size of probably two houses stacked on top of each other. It's in the area of 40 to 50 feet tall. Its body is this jagged mass of musculature. There are blackened sort of rope and leather straps that pull back almost a crocodilian head. Its legs are these almost pointed nubs. Its arms are these immense muscular arms that then suddenly end in the most dainty, despite its colossal size, dainty arms that are given white gloves. It holds in it a sack the size of a room, and its back is covered in a tiny set of wings. Its forced open pride mouth glows with the light of countless fae that dance within. You see the Tooth Fairy. And you know, based off of the size of this thing, its movements are going to upend the earth. This is not something you think you can fight.
Speak for yourself. No.
And I think that's where we're gonna call it for this week.
Yippee!
We have a wandering super boss. Let's go!
I fucking love raid bosses. It's time to fight Molten Core.
Yay!
Hell
We're
yeah.
fighting Sephiroth.
Thank you, Zolty. Very epic looking.
Yeah,
Very
lovely
incredible.
salty gem.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but thank you all so very much for watching this amazing episode of Rotgrind. I want to reintroduce you to the people who bring this show together for all of you, for those of you who support us on Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, all sorts of things to help keep us going. Like, please tell them where they can personally find your personal stuff, starting off with Odoroshi.
Hi, hello, it's me, Odo. I was playing Vina, the Sylph Swashbuckler, about to be Vina, the rotten one, flattened pancake under this massive creature.
Swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler.
Possibly multi-classing, you know, taking one of those archetypes, you know.
Yeah, an archetype in dead. You can find me on Twitter at Odoroshirider. You can also find me on Tumblr, if you dare. And you can catch me in upcoming episodes of the Norfolk Wizard game, if any of you have not seen that yet. Yeah, that's me.
And next up, we have HulkyKrow.
That is me. I have been the Kenrasu Cleric Rehua, as always. You can find me the usual places on Twitter, X, at HulkyKrow. You can find me pretty much everywhere by the exact same name. I'm over on Twitch doing some funny solo stuff now, and some more stuff planned for next week. Don't know yet. But if you want to reach out to me, hit me up on either one of those places. If not, you can also find me through the same Discord or the Narrative Declaration community server. If you're not already a part of it, what the hell are you doing? Get in there. We have a wonderful community full of like-minded fans of our work like yourselves. Incredibly blessed that we have you guys with all the work that you create and the support that you give us every day. I'm very happy to interact.
Then we have Earndil.
Hello, my name is Earndil, and you can meet me at Twitter at @Earndilio. And I am also planning something else in pertaining to a potential penning and papering game that Alpha has been expressing interest in. You've heard humming and hawing about a potential pen and paper game for me. It's Fallout, and we're still working at it, but I think fairly soon I will be getting with Hulky, Speaker, and two other mystery individuals who you absolutely already know. And we'll be doing that. I hope you bring a gas mask.
Then we have Speaker D.
Hi, I'm Speaker D. Hey, I'm Speaker D. You can find me on Twitter at Super Snake Kick for now. You can also watch the Norfolk Wizard game on Spotify with its first episode. More episodes coming once we fucking finish these upcoming HTP episodes. Trust me, you're not gonna want to miss it. Besides that, you can find me kicking that barrel in a hole over and over again, because that's what I do for fun.
Just a reminder, for those games who are not on the narrative declaration stuff at all, you can head over to Alpha Boost's stuff for that as well. That's where all that's going to be for communications and stuff like that. But of course, Thurston, where can they find you?
They can find me at all the things at On Call GM. If you're going to be in the Houston area, I'll be out there for OwlCon. I'm going to be running some Starfinder 2, not next weekend, but the following weekend. I'm excited to go out there. Folks at OwlCon brought me out. And then I don't know if any of you run game stores and or retailers, but if you're at the Gamma Trade Show in Louisville, Kentucky, I'll be there talking about Starfinder. Otherwise, yeah, you can find me on all the things at On Call GM. I live and breathe Starfinder right now, and it continues to be my life. And I can't wait to share it all with you because we've got stuff coming for it. And oh, good Lord, I'm going to have more RPGs for your lives. Look at that, more RPGs. Olay, that's it for me. Awesome.
And of course, if you still want to help out Narrative Declaration, you can head over to our Patreon at narrativedeclaration.com or support us on YouTube for the Narrative Declaration YouTube or on the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Narrative Declaration, where you can watch the games live and also mess with us by helping us out in all sorts of ways. And of course, those on the Patreon, getting ready for exclusive Patreon Kingmaker campaign that you can get the test sessions now for just $1 a month and get to watch some of the test sessions with a bunch of lovely folks who are super funny and entertaining. But with that, thank you all so very much for watching. We greatly appreciate your time. Yeah,
Zoran, we're also on a little bit of a break for Rotgrind, just to let people know in advance.
Right, that's right.
Yes,
There's gonna be,
yes.
at least for the month of February. It's like it won't have context for people watching VODs years after, but yeah, for stream people, at least for now, little slight break. Just always double check our stream schedule to kind of see when we're live and stuff like that because of travel and everything else happening. So with that, love you all very much. Hope you all have an amazing time, and we will see you all later. So long and farewell.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.
Velocity!
Bye.